Welcome everybody. So my name is Jessie Lepicki and this is April Emanuelson. We're excited to be here with you guys tonight and learn how one simple change can really make a huge difference in our health. So 5 years ago, I was an obstacle course racing athlete. If you're familiar with like Spartan races, I had a lot of oxidative stress. I looked fit and healthy, but I wasn't. I was very tired. I was not sleeping well, and I was getting sick a lot and had a lot of aches and pains for being in my early 30s. So I thought it was normal, but it wasn't. I heard this information and it really made a huge difference in my life. So I can't wait to share more with you.
I'm excited too, because 19 years ago, I was a new mom. I had a 1-year-old baby who was miserable. And he was colicky, he had allergies and eczema. And when he stopped making eye contact and meeting developmental milestones, I totally panicked. I was that crazy mom that Googled a specialist, like anywhere I could get him to be seen comprehensively, I was going to pay all the money. And I found one that had her naturopathic degree, her MD, and her doctorate in physical chemistry. And she shared this information with you that I'm excited to share with you tonight. With me, sorry, I said with you. I'm just so grateful to her all those years ago. Oh, that's me. Let's start with a reality check here, okay? And we know this is kind of a scary picture, but it is the reality. So 1 in 4 will die of heart disease, 1 in 3 will have cancer, 1 in 3 will have diabetes, and 1 in 5 children is obese.
Sorry, my computer's being slow. Okay. So why are we so unhealthy, right? You're probably wondering. Our lifestyle habits just are getting worse and we're not really fueling our bodies very well. So 70% of what we eat today is actually processed food, which I'm sure most of you know that. But processed food actually came into play in the mid 50s. So I think of like my grandparents, they didn't grow up with these chemicals in their food. They actually grew it or went down the street to get their fruits and vegetables from neighbors. And when you think about it, 50 to 80% of nutrition is missing from our produce. So we really do have to do a lot of extra work in this day and age and eat more fruits and vegetables to get the same amount of nutrition that our grandparents ate.
That's so fascinating to me. And what else can we do to be healthier? So exercise, sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, and I would say even 8 to 9 hours. Manage stress, drink water, eat real food. So I love that because when we make sure that we're hydrated and eat real food, good health is a combination of these disciplines. And the one that makes the biggest difference is what we put in our mouths. So 75% of disease is preventable through good nutrition, according to Dr. William Sears and other experts. Eating plants is a pathway to longevity, and your DNA is not your destiny, which is super exciting. A lot of
Yes.
people like worry, oh my gosh, I have the cancer gene. You can actually turn those genes off.
I love that you shared that, April. So but why, right? So, how do fruits and vegetables protect us, right? The bad news is that all of us are experiencing oxidative stress on a regular basis every single day, which is aging and disease. So, poor nutrition, taking medication, smoking, stress are just some causes. But even when you look at the good things, there are good things that you think are good for you that actually cause it as well. So, like for example, intense exercise, like I was doing 5 years ago, flying in an airplane, being pregnant, even swimming in a swimming pool, which you think about. So you have a normal cell in your body. It actually gets attacked 10,000 times each day by free radicals. And when we end up with a damaged cell, so anyway, that's what happens. We end up with a damaged cell. So the good news is that fruits and vegetables contain those antioxidants, which act like a shield to protect our cells from oxidative stress. And I think I see some kids on the calls too. I love what we talk about in our picky eater event, but we let the kids hold the shield of the Nerf gun, and they're protected when they're eating their fruits and vegetables. They're protecting themselves from the oxidative stress that's the free radicals that are flying at them. But anyway, the good news is that fruits and vegetables contain antioxidants, which act like a shield to protect our cells from oxidative stress. Just like when you squeeze the lemon juice on an apple, it slows down that browning process, right? So that aging oxidation process. And so this is why we really need to eat 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So you're probably like, why so many? But it really is. It's because the produce is picked within just, it's picked too early. It's within the last few days of harvesting, most of the nutrition that goes into that fruit or vegetable, that is in the last few weeks. I call it a vine ripened baby too. It's the last few weeks that baby's in your belly, right? So those fruits and vegetables are then transported from other states and countries. And then we're just really missing that variety too. So unfortunately, 90% of people really fail to get the required servings that we're supposed to be getting.
I love this slide. Slide really blew my mind when I first saw it. So a lot of people turn to multivitamins to fill in the gap, but what is the difference between fruits and vegetables and a multivitamin? Well, then apple has 10,000 plant nutrients in tiny amounts working in synergy to prevent disease. So on the left, you guys can see 400 of the known ingredients in an apple, but it would actually take 26 pages like that to list everything if we even knew what they were, right? So that's pretty wild that there's so much in an apple. And a multivitamin has maybe 30 isolated nutrients, probably mostly laboratory made or even just, extracted from a plant, but not with all those other, awesome ingredients. And they are typically mega dosed, so we can absorb the little bit that our body recognizes. It has to throw a lot at it, unfortunately. So a great example is that an apple has only 5 milligrams of vitamin C, but it's more effective in the body than the 1500 milligram tablet of vitamin C. So that's really interesting because we actually have to detox off the rest of those vitamins that our body can't use. And so that actually can cause some of that oxidative stress, which is interesting, right? So eating an apple with all of those nutrients works in synergy to prevent disease. So it's really that we need more fruits and vegetables. And most people are looking for a simple solution because we're just not eating enough.
It's so true, April. I love all the little facts that you throw in there because she is so knowledgeable. Um, so I'll just share my story with you guys. So 8 years ago, I actually reversed my PCOS. If you're familiar, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. I reversed that with just eating more whole food plant-based. And it actually led me down a path of becoming just really passionate about nutrition. And so, like I said, I became the obstacle course racing athlete when I met my husband. And then like I said, we thought we were super healthy, but however, I had like acne. I had a lot of aches and pains for my early 30s. I wasn't sleeping well. And we were just those people that were constantly sick with colds and sinus infections. So when a friend shared with me about Juice Plus, it really just made sense to me. I knew that the better my body would function better, the more plants that I would get into it, right? So a few weeks into eating our Juice Plus, we actually noticed that all of our inflammation went away with our training. We actually weren't sore at all anymore. I noticed I was sleeping better. I was dreaming again. My skin was glowing. My hair and nails were growing like crazy. And I actually felt happier than I ever had in a really long time. And then a year into taking Juice Plus, I actually noticed that we had not been sick, not one time the entire year, which was crazy because you don't really you don't notice the inflammation that doesn't show up or the cold that doesn't come, right? Until like a year in. And I was like, wow. And that was the year before COVID. So I got really excited. I was very thankful to the person that shared this information with me. And then I got pregnant 3 years ago and I had this just perfect pregnancy. I was very thankful that I had this foundation of functional plant foods even prior to getting pregnant. But I had this perfect pregnancy, just had no pregnancy symptoms, like no heartburn, cravings, nausea, just so much energy. I know they say like cravings can be a sign of like a nutritional deficiency and what like something that you're lacking. I know April describes it as like the bad gut guys or like screaming that they want something, right? I know I had that with like chips and salsa years prior, but um, I had this just perfect, healthy baby boy who literally he'll eat anything I put in front of him. You guys, he eats salads with us at dinner, and anywhere we go, people are always asking us what our secret is. Like, how do you get him to eat this stuff? And obviously, it makes it really hard not to share, this gift with people, but this is kind of how it came about for me. Like I could not share it because I kept hearing stories of hope from other people, saying, thank you so much for sharing this with me. So that's how I got involved. But it really has been such a beautiful journey for me. It's actually brought me closer to the Lord. And I'm just just so forever grateful for this gift. I really would share it whether I got paid to or not. So that is why we're here. Oh, and then Juice Plus. So I'll just say really quickly what Juice Plus is. I know you're probably wondering what the heck we're talking about. So it's one simple change, you guys. It's like flooding your body with over 36 different plants every single day, right? So fruits, vegetables, berries, and then we have an all plant-based omega that goes around the fish and goes to the source of where the fish are getting their omegas, right? So fish don't make omegas. We butcher them for their omegas, but we can skip that dangerous middleman and go right to the source, and it's a more pure source. So
Yeah. And I love that our omega actually has a little nitrogen bubble in it, and it's cold fused, because when you actually take omegas in a capsule, they have to heat those normally, and it denatures the omega. So I kind of geek out about the omega. Anyway, so my story is I found that specialist I mentioned before because I wanted someone that could help my son from every angle. So I flew my son to Baton Rouge, went to her clinic. She did tons of comprehensive tests and ultimately ended up recommending Juice Plus because it was clinically proven to reduce that oxidative stress, which his load was high. She did like hair tests. She did a live blood analysis. It was a lot. And I don't tell more of his story, but he was really not functioning. So I went to any angle that I could and any length that I could to help him. Um, and then also it's clinically proven to balance the immune system. So his was very out of whack. He was definitely having some autoimmune issues. And so much more. There's tons of research, and I could geek out all day, but we're going to try to save time for you guys. It's also safe enough for young children. So that's really exciting. This is a detox that really anyone can do. It was so exciting that within the first few months of taking Juice Plus, my son actually started craving healthier foods. He ate a tomato and asked for more, and I practically had to pick myself up off the floor because in months prior to that, the texture alone would have weirded him out. He wouldn't have wanted to touch it. So for myself, I also noticed that I had more energy, my cystic acne began to clear up, and my migraines that started happening less and less. My son today is an amazing eater. He's bright, extremely healthy 20-year-old. And I'm so grateful that he had this foundation his whole life. I could go on and I should say, except for the first year, I wish I had known about it in pregnancy because my next two pregnancies were entirely different. And I really could go on and on about how it's helped us. I feel better in my nearing 50 than I did in my 20s or 30s. And it's helped me have two much healthier pregnancies. So no preeclampsia that I had with my son, not to mention that like incredible injury recoveries that Jesse mentioned. My husband does high level rescue work, and he was getting injured a lot. And so he would notice that to get injured and he'd be back on the job so much faster. So as a functional nutrition practitioner, I work with people daily who are looking to do their best with busy lives and get good nutrition, but they're still dealing with a chronic issue at times. And so I love how Juice Plus fills in gaps from what we should be eating and what we are eating. Go ahead, buddy. It's my little one. It's going to interrupt now.
I love it. No, it's just a family-friendly business. So the Juice Plus company partners with family farmers who harvest the Juice Plus fruits and vegetables at the peak of ripeness so that that nutrition is kept intact. And then it's quick frozen. They do a quick freeze to prevent any loss of nutrients, right? So the produce is like pulverized into, I like to call it like a slurry, and then it's dried at very, very low temperatures to just remove the water. So I have this beautiful picture of like a tomato, and then it's like juiced into a cup, and then it's like, you remove the water and there's just a little bit of powder left, but it becomes this concentrated powder, and then it's put into vegan capsules, which are made of tapioca. And then they also have soft chews for kids, which are just too delicious. They're like dangerous in our house. We eat the whole bag. But so Juice Plus is unique, you guys. It is a food label. It's just like a bag of broccoli. So it's non-GMO, it's vegan, it's dairy, it's gluten-free and kosher. Each of the Juice Plus products actually has a third-party certification. And I know that's really important to look for any supplement that you're looking at. It's guaranteed that there's no harmful ingredients, no contaminants, pesticides, banned substances, molds of any kind in there. And then they also have a Juice Plus NSF sports certification for pro athletes. I know we have a partnership with, I always forget the name of it, but the Olympians. April, you can shout it out.
Center.
Say it again.
US Performance
Thank
Center.
you. The U.S. Performance Center, we are partnered with them. So this is their protocol with those Olympian athletes. So it is the most researched nutritional product in the world. We now have over 50 gold standard published peer-reviewed journals over the past 30 years that shows what Juice Plus is doing in the body. And it's recommended by over 8,000 healthcare professionals worldwide. And the Juice Plus research has been conducted at more than 30, for more than 30 years at leading universities and hospitals and research centers around the world. So if you can believe, there's places like Vanderbilt, Yale University, MD Cancer Institute, and it's just incredible to see that the Juice Plus company has been, the Juice Plus products have been studied all over at these very prestigious universities and research centers. So this is a list. I love this list. Dr. Mitra came up with this. It's just a beautiful representation, a beautiful picture of what is happening in your body when you put Juice Plus in your body, from all the way from 2 hours all the way up to 10 years, you guys. Right away, Juice Plus starts raising those antioxidant levels in your bloodstream. So it's lowering oxidation. And then a few months in, heart health, gut health are improved. And then 4 months, significant cognitive changes are taking place. And by month 8, your immune system is working optimally, which is basically what happened to me. I just didn't notice it until a year in. And then I loved this part because we can save so many lives, you guys. Over a 10-year projection, Juice Plus had estimated a reduction of 62 million cardiac events, saving $109 billion in healthcare savings. So, oh my gosh, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. I love this. One doctor said this: there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that's been proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. And that was Dr. Richard Du Bois.
Awesome. So through the Healthy Starts for Families program, 4 million families have received Juice Plus for free for their kids. And they work with kids between the ages of 4 and 25, because at first it was actually part of the largest longitudinal study of its kind. And so they needed the kids to be able to answer the question. And I think there's some legalities of being able to give free supplements to kids. But so kids between the ages of 4 and 25 can get Juice Plus for free. And I love that what the families were reporting. So they were reporting amazing health benefits, like 71% were consuming less fast food and 61% were craving more fruits and vegetables. And I saw that in my son right away. It was so exciting. 71% were drinking more water, 66% were visiting the doctor less, 60% were missing fewer days due to sickness, and 56% were taking fewer prescription drugs. So I love that so much. Oh, that's me again. Juice Plus actually has 2 delicious shakes, and I love these. So you can see the ingredients for each shake at the top. Juice Plus Complete comes in chocolate or vanilla and is made from sprouts and other amazing plants. It actually has broccoli sprouts, which have higher concentrations of the anthocyanins, which are the cancer killers, than the whole broccoli plant itself. So that's really cool. And it's high in fiber, low glycemic. It means it has a good effect on that blood sugar. So if I have a craving at night, like last night, I actually had a chocolate shake for dessert because I'm not going to raise my blood sugar right before bed and cause issues. But I got to have that, kind of sweet thing that tasted amazing. It also improves gut health. And then Juice Plus Perform is a berry flavored shake that contains plants that are geared towards muscle recovery, repair, bone health, and it's high in protein with 25 grams in each serving. And then Luminate is an amazing brain boosting drink mix that's actually a new product. It's blended with no nootropics. I had to learn how to say that word again, which I always thought it was nootropics, but it's no nootropics, which actually help with brain inflammation. So that helps us think better, remember and focus better. And it has adaptogens that help our body manage stress. And the caffeine actually comes from the whole coffee berry. So, if you've ever seen a picture of a coffee plant that's got that red berry, most people throw that away and just roast the seed inside. That berry actually has so many polyphenols and great antioxidant effects and delivers that calm energy that won't mess with your sleep and cause adrenal fatigue. I love it. Juice Plus is affordable and for about the same price as a cup of designer coffee and maybe a bottle of water. You can flood your body with fruits and vegetables and sponsor a kiddo to get their Juice Plus for free. So super affordable.
A nurse named Wendy Campbell says we are giving the gift of hope based on science when we share Juice Plus. And she is right. The friend that shared with me really was giving me a gift when she told me about Juice Plus. And so I naturally started sharing this gift with others and decided to join this wonderful company. I would really just be remiss if I didn't take a moment to share a little bit about the company. I know some people are very curious about it. It's been around for 50 years. It's a very unique company. We are actually perfectly positioned in a thriving wellness industry. The Juice Plus company has been around for over 50, it's 54 years, and we're sold in 25 countries. So if you have friends around the world, they can really be your customer as well. And then $52 a year is what it costs. Just $52 to get started as an affiliate for the company. And there's really no overhead, there's no inventory, no quotas. All positions are permanent. So once you reach a promotion title, you're always going to be there. And the product line is narrow. It's just everything that you saw tonight. It's very focused. Our products are consumable. So families are reordering. Most people don't want to be a day without their Juice Plus. So that really creates that reliable monthly income. Um, I know for me, I always tell this part of my story because I got very, very sick. Life happens. I got very sick with mold and Lyme these past 2 years. And April, actually, I didn't mention that in my story, but April was a big part of my healing with that, doing that very holistically. She's a functional practitioner. And anyway, I wasn't able to work, but I was still getting a paycheck. And that was a beautiful thing, right? I couldn't work, but I was still making a paycheck every single month. So that's why I know that, it's all about the health, but it's also about people's wealth, right? So I always share this as well because I never know who we're going to bless, and so anyway, immediately you can earn 10% sales profit on your own Juice Plus and your customers, but then you can keep going and earn additional commissions up to 15%, and bonuses can really add up as well. And then there's also a benefits package offering for your family at certain levels. So that's the level that April and I are at now. Um, and you're always a blessing, right? We always say you're a blessing whether you do a little or a lot. And though some people start out, doing a little bit, but they do end up doing a lot because, once you know about this amazing company and this amazing community, you'll just feel so encouraged to share it with people. It's a home-based business, so they have advantages like tax write-offs. It is very flexible. Like I work from home with my 2-year-old. You can work from anywhere. It's a business where you're really leveraging your time rather than, trading time for money. And so here we go. This is the benefits package, you guys. It has family, dental, vision, life insurance, disability, long-term care, even college tuition reimbursement for anyone in your family that's going to college. They have monthly expense allowances up to $3,000 per month. And if that wasn't enough, we get a holiday bonus, which I'm excited about coming up.
So we invite you to join us. I honestly was a holdout to the business. I wish I was smarter. For about 4.5 years, I was just a customer. I kind of feel selfish now, honestly, because I'm an introvert by nature and I didn't really understand the direct selling industry. So I'm so grateful to my friend Michelle, who really was patient with me. She even joined my garage gym to just build a relationship with me so I would listen to her better. It took her a year to open me up to the idea. And I have to say, if she hadn't stuck in there with me, my life would be completely different. I had the ability to stay home with my kiddos for over 14 years, which was amazing. And recently, my husband retired from the military. He didn't have to go back to the workforce. He got to make up for lost time. And we get to do what we want now. I actually work at a clinic because I like to. So I just work 2 days a week. And so that freedom is the ultimate gift that this business has given us, along with this amazing community of heart-centered people that I get to call my Juice Plus family.
Oh, I love that, April. So, okay, think about which option makes sense for you guys. You can eat, you can share, or you can earn. So there's 3 options. You can eat Juice Plus and sponsor a child for free. Some of you are probably ready to get started on Juice Plus right away and get your child for free. And then some of you may want to share it and save on your own product. This is why so many people say yes. A lot of people will say yes to being an affiliate just to get the best price for their own Juice Plus. And then the other option is earning a very reliable monthly income. And perhaps you're thinking about other people in your life who need to hear this information and make one simple change by adding Juice Plus, right? So just get back to the person who invited you. You know, we'd love to learn